Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Matt Waldron. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him. And that's the first out.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs. Runner on the go. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner goes again. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count.
Runner on the move again. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases. Home run number 15 on the year. And the A's jump in front. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts and finally squared one up.
2 outs, base is empty. This is J.J. Bleday. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Got it. 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run. And we're back. And on the hill, Luis Severino.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters. Not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Swing and a ground ball. Now the throw to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Well, this team has been winning a lot of games, and offense has been a huge part of that. Typically, you get good at bats top to bottom, Chris.
Well, this is a team that's hitting for a real high batting average, and we talk at times that hitting is contagious. Definitely seems to be the case. They've also got good approaches at the plate, and from top to bottom, hitters just aren't giving away at bats. And when you're doing that, it contributes to winning baseball.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1. Top of the 2nd, and now the first baseman, Jack Caglione. To the right side. Steps on first for the out. And next is the designated hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. Hit in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Esteury Ruiz. Hit in the air, left field. Steer. makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. His 46th of the year. It's 2-1.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Next to hit, Brent Rooker into the outfield, base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Whips it to first. One up, one down. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Line drive. And that's a fair ball.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's the third baseman, Kerry Averill. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Slice to right, and it stays fair. Oh, he botches it. So 2 on with 2 away. Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fires over to Guerrero, and that is the bottom of the inning. And now Addison Barger. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And next for Toronto, Dalton Rushing. Just missed.
2-1.
Cut on and lifted in the air, De La Cruz. And there's 1 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get an out on the play. 2 on, 1 out. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. That one hit to right. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the grab, and the inning is. In the air, right field, Rooker. And there's 1 away. So digging in, Jack Caglione. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Now fly ball to right center. Varsho after it. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That's a foul.
2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Severino kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though, and they do get the out. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And that one hammered. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Line drive. Falls it in, and there's 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, you may think, man, that pitch was right on a tee for him, but I don't care where a knuckleball ends up. Those things dance all over the place, and even when they pass right through the hitting zone, squaring it up or even getting a good piece of it can be a tough task.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Grabs it right up against the wall. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate, Spencer Steer. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Pitchers on the outside didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Swing and a pop-up. Wilson. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Dalton rushing. Swung on, belted. That's back. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Yeah. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Kerry Averill.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Ripped to short. Adames the throw to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. J.J. Bleday digs in now. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. A's leading by a run. Stays alive. Rips one to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Anthony Santander at the plate, having a huge season. Comes into the day leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on.
Now this one should score a run and be good for extra bases. Here comes the throw. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Big RBI for him right there.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Brady Basso.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Flares it into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Armstrong.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. Go-ahead run on base, Jack Caglione. Up next for the A's.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there.
Got him. And 1 away.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really...
Jimenez, throw to first. And that is... We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Michel Otoñez.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Out of here! That's worth the price of admission. His 12th of the season. It's 3-2.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it, pull the baseball, and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
And out number 1 on the grab. Dalton Rushing, the next to hit. There's a swing and a miss. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Seth Martinez up and throwing. Bird also getting ready. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that. strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Lede makes the grab, and that's the inning. Toronto picks up one on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Zach Jackson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it's the shortstop. There goes the runner. And the count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up.
Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the eighth. On the ground. Guerrero takes it to the bag. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Now it's going to be Shea Langoliers.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
2-2 the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. The A's back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Jake Bird.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
On the ground to third. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. And that one up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground to the left. Oh, great grab on the dive. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rates.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. And that is cut on and missed. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The A's down to their final out. Next up for the A's, Jack Caglione. The Athletics down to their final strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
That's tremendous fight from him. And I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike. And he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Got it! And that's the ball game. A 3-2 final score in this one. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. And today on the hill, Trey Savage. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's the rookie third baseman, Kerry Averill. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's the catcher to hit, Shea Langoliers. Langoliers launched a homer in his most recent game. Outside low, 2-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Back now in Toronto. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Willie Adames, runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. On the ground to third, Averill throws across the diamond. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab for the second out. Anthony Santander at the plate. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that is that. We move to the second in Toronto. No score. All set for the start of the inning. This is J.J. Bleday. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And here is Brian De La Cruz. Second inning here, no score. On the ground to first, Guerrero. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7th, first baseman, number 15.
Jack Caglione up next for the A's. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The next offering misses, and a count now even up. This one popped up. Adames in position. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here at Rogers Center, here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Base hit center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swings through that one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Geloff. They get the tag on him. Throw to first, but he beat it. And now, Spencer Steer. Now a slow roller to second. Geloff throws to first, and he's out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Next offering way off the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. In the air, right field. Ruiz on his way over. He's got it. And that's the inning. They get a lead. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. Now at the plate, Tyler Soderstrom.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got...
Swing and a ball hammered right field. Going back on its way. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the...
Run around the move. Ball misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. That missed by a lot. And now 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, no out. He flips it to second in time. On to first, double play. And the batter now, Perry Averill. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. The A's get one on this homer. It's now 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. DJ LeMahieu to start things off. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. De La Cruz brings it in, and there's 1 down. So up next for Toronto, Willy Adames. Grounder might be 2. Fired to second, and that's 2. That one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's 1 down. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Brian De La Cruz. That misses, and it's 2-1. A's leading by a run. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Varsho makes the catch, and that'll do it. Bottom 4, and here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. Grounds one to short. Wilson tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Chop to the right side. Geloff tosses to first, and he has thrown 4. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hit.
Not in time. He's safe. First and second, no outs. And now the right fielder, Esteury Ruiz. He's got it, and there's one away. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, a slider.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. And there's a ball. And that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
All loaded up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Back to right. Rooker under it. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And that one almost got him.
2-1.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hauls it in, 1 away. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That's out to center field. Lede hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Shea Langoliers. Swang and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one carrying. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His 16th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
1 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. Now 2 away. And now here is Jack Caglione. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And it hits the fence. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
This one in the air. Guerrero gets under it. And that'll do it. A solo homer adds to the A's lead. It's now a 2-0. Back now in Toronto. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 2-1. Back up the... Oh, that got him. And no chance for him to make the play. Let's just hope he's all right. And now for the Jays, Willie Adames. First offering. Runner goes. Ground ball to the right side. Boots it, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Runner edges away at second. That smash towards center. Makes the grab. 2 down. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander. That one drifts inside.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count, be ready to turn on a fastball.
Right through there for a strike.
Okay.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the right fielder, Esteury Ruiz. Liner, base hit.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is Zach Geloff. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
In there safely. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over, so it's there at least in the back of your mind. Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there. Next to hit, J.J. Bleday. Up the middle, Adames. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed.
Great concentration to get that one started. He gets the force at second. Glove work at its finest.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Dalton Varsho will hit next. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Jake Bird. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Averill fires across the diamond. That ends the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Taylor Rogers on for the 30th time this year. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now one away. Jack Caglione up next for the A's. Line drive, short hop to third. LeMahieu gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging. And 1-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Michel Otoñez.
Well, he's been an absolute workhorse out of the pen all season long. This is the 70th appearance for him this year, and that says a lot about how much they trust handing the ball over to him.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Checks over to first, back safely.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
And now Willie Adames jumps, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Substitution being made at first. Pinch running here, Edmundo Sosa. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. High in the air, out to right. Ruiz sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Relay throw. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Martinez warming up as well. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Sewald.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Breaking ball misses down and away. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Zach Geloff up next for the A's.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And he chases that one. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner takes off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Runner goes again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Ruiz, the base runner at first with 1 out. Runner goes again. throw to second, out at second. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Orion Kerkering.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Tosses to first, and a quick out, number one. He's 2 outs away. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. Spencer Steer digs in now. Tapped in front of the plate. Throw to first, and ball game. And the A's claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
2-0 your final here in this one. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. Always a treat to watch, one of the best starters in the sport, Singing.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Kerry Averill. This one in the air. LeMahieu makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy. Getting the nod in this one, Jeffrey Springs.
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line to left. And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Second inning set to go. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Caught him looking for the K. This is J.J. Bleday. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Varsho makes the grab and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball.
No score here in the second. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw. And very nicely done for the out. Back here at Rogers Center, stepping in the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get them going a little bit.
This to third. 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, DJ LeMahieu, the next to hit. Out to short, Wilson. Sends it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. LeMahieu makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. And now the DH, Tyler Soderstrom. And a ground ball to first. It's in and out of his glove. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Next up for the A's, Esteury Ruiz. In the air out to center. Diving. Gets down. Could be extra bases. Not in time. It's a double.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And here it comes. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. No runs. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Gets under it and pops it up. Geloff under this one. One away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And here is Sosa to the plate. Ripped into right center. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. Sosa leads off second with one gone in the inning. That's to third. Averill. And they get Adames for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. To the left side, but it is well foul.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Wilson on to first, and Guerrero is set down. As we go to the top of the fourth, and now it's going to be Jacob Wilson. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
That one ripped. That's back. And it hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Averill getting ready to hit. And that's fouled off. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Brian De La Cruz up next for the A's. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The A's with a 2-run blast. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Bounced out to short. Wilson whips it across. 1 up, 1 down. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And it's gone! His 19th home run of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Now here is Spencer Steer. And he grounds one back up the middle. Handles, throws to first. That's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's towards center. Varsho moving under it. And makes the grab. And there's one down. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Goes down looking. So no run. Liner, and this could be trouble. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Line drive. And it's into the gap. Around from second is the tying run. The relay throw. But he's in there easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it. Runner tags at second, fires to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. Willie Adames stands in. This one bashed to left center, on its way, and that one's out of here. Homer number 25 of the year, and they lead it. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Seth Martinez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander will hit next. Hit weakly on the ground. Wilson on the run, sends it over to first. Misplay doesn't cost them, inning over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Zach Geloff. 1-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it. Couple of hits in a row for him here. Not much to.
Runner takes off. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Lifted in the air, out to left. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He makes the grab, and that is that. One hit. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And it's caught for the out. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It gets down, a base hit. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's DJ LeMahieu. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Softly hit to third. Slings to first, and that is the inning.
Leading off for the
That's a ball.
You know, these A's just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
2-2 down. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. Next up for the A's, Brian De La Cruz. And now 2-2.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the... We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brady Basso.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Stepping in, Edmundo Sosa. Backed off the plate that time. The A's bullpen has some movement. Jake Bird getting ready to go. And lines out to third. Now, Willie Adames. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Man at second. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they take a 3-run lead.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
On the ground, out to short. Over to first, and Guerrero is set down. The batter now, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now 5-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Burr.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Rooker makes the grab on the run. Esteury Ruiz up next for the A's.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. 2-2. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. In the air, out towards right center. Rooker on the move and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Offense held in check there. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jake Bird. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here is Spencer Steer. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Addison Barger. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. In the dirt. Varsho leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Hoffman, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
He's 2 outs away. Averill now at the plate. That one ripped right center field. Ranging back. Gone. That one felt good. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they close the gap. It's 5-3. Base is empty, 1 away. Shea Langoliers digs in now.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Another 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. J.J. Bleday, the next to hit. They're down to their final strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right? Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays win the rubber match. Live from Arlington, Texas. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the mound today, Cody Bradford. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Willie Adames stands in. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. Snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Runner on the go again. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Anthony Santan. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. That one the other way. That's a hit. Run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Runner at first with 2 away. Spencer Steer now at the plate. That one hammered left field. That's back there. And out of here. So he goes yard to left. His 13th home run of the season. It's 4-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run.
And now Dalton Varsho. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Langford hauls it in to end the inning. Back at Globe Life Field. And towing the slab in this one, Bowden Francis.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets, and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Francis was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound.
No question did he earn that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
2 down, bases empty. Seager stands in now. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, bases empty. Ripped to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And Seager is set down. 2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 4-0. Back in Arlington, top of the second. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a bouncer. And quickly one away in the second. Edmundo Sosa digs in now. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. So the lineup flips over. Andres Jimenez, the next to hit. Fouled off left side. Two outs. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And the Blue Jays. Bottom of the second. Here's Josh Young. That one missed. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Swings and misses. And now 2-2. How much were you? Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Steer makes the grab, one away. Ezekiel Duran will hit next.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there, that front.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. Next offering is down low. Foul ball there. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One out, the runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. Swings and misses, and two away now. Here's Leody Taveras. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game. And now it's Luis Garcia. Swing and a ball popped up. Sosa. And the inning is over. So they get three. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Willy Adames.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Ground ball, left side, Young. Slings it across.
He's out.
Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Got him. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Adames snags it for the second out. Next to hit, Josh Young. Ball to strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And it's even up. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And it drops in. And that keeps the inning going. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs here. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. 1-1 now. Swings through that.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Spencer Steer now at the plate. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay with.
Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
2-2.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And Garcia is out. So up next, Ezekiel Duran. The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That one missing inside. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. Now the catcher up to hit, Jonah Heim.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at first, 1 away. That one is absolutely belted into the corner, but foul. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. There's one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
The catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Edmundo Sosa next up for the Blue Jays. Fought off foul.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Runner on the go. Bunt attempt misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. It's 5-3. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Jacob Junis.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely.
There goes the runner. Fouled off down the right side. Throw to first.
He's safe.
Jimenez leads off first with one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the fifth. And a swing and a miss, and that is that. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 5. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Leody Taveras. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here comes a pitch. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Nabs it, and there's one down. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI.
Runner takes off, hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
And the inning is over. Back at Globe Life Field. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Anthony Santander. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. One down, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing.
Makes the catch, inning over. So they go. New pitcher now for the Jays, Sean Armstrong.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. And that's a foul ball. Out to short, Adames. Zips it to first. And that quickly, 2 away. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. 2 down, nobody on. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His 11th of the year. It's 5-4.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now it's the DH, Ezekiel Duran. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Fly ball center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's down to 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob Webb.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Well, 1-run game. And here is Dalton Varsho. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Hit in the air out to center field. Taveras. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Edmundo Sosa next up for the Blue Jays. Inside move to second. And he's back in safely. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Runner breaks for third. Called strike 3. Out at third. And that ends the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Burr.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And the batter now, Leody Taveras.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there. Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Runner on the go. Ball outside. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Josh Spores.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Langford Hauls it in, and there's one away. At the plate, Willie Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames. And Willie fouls one back. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Not in time. He legs it out. One gone, runner at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Drilled out towards left center field. That one's back. Gone. A two-run homer. It's 7-4. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Anthony Santander at the plate. One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Spores makes the grab. 2 away now. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're at the top of the 8th. Late with the swing there.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Zach Jackson.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here. Jake Berger digs in now. Here's a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring.
To second, pulls him off the bag. The throw is late, and they can't get the out. Next is the designated hitter, Ezekiel Duran. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and that is that. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cole Winn.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Broken bat, and it's popped up, and they put the tag on him for the out. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. And 1-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Towards first. Steps on first for the out. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Slice to right, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Outstanding year for him out of the pen in terms of locking up wins for this ball club.
1-2.
A chance right here for his 45th save of the season.
And they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Heim tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He flexes his power with that swing. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they're chipping away. It's 7-5.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now.
Whips it to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
In the air, right side. Reaches, but can't haul it in.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. And now a chance to maybe get creative.
On the ground, and this should do it. Jimenez. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take game 1 of the series on the road. A 7-5 final score in this one. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Starting in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez. Singy's looking at a nice little milestone here.
Well, he's been sitting on 99 career wins. I think he's got it in him for 100 today. Excited to be in the chair and watch him work.
And that's a fair ball.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Seager. The throw to first, and Guerrero is set down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Jimenez on at second with 2 down. And now 1 and 2.
1-2.
and a miss, struck him out. Back here with my pal Singy. And getting to start, Cal Quantrill. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters. And a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now. Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
That one just misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. And that puts him just 1 K away from 200 on the year. Next up for Texas, Wyatt Langford. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Up next for the Rangers, Corey Seager. Called strike right there.
Oh, this is a big time matchup right now. And stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this because you have 2 of the game's best going. A Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here. He'll touch them all. His 37th homer of the year. The Rangers score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. It's now 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. The count 2-1. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know a lot of pitchers.
There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Back in Arlington, and now the first baseman, Jake Berger. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball drilled center field. And there's 1 down. So next to hit for Texas, Adolis Garcia. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. And he takes it himself for the out. Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yes, John.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
And next is the designated hitter, Ezekiel Duran.
1-2's the count.
2 outs. Got him swinging. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Sosa to the plate. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield.
Picks over, and he breaks for second. And they tag him out. Now a chance for Alejandro Kirk. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swings through that one for strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Here's Leody Taveras. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And a 1-2. To the right side. To first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. So two down now, and here is Luis Garcia. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. Here's the pitch to Adames. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Then there's one down. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. To short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And their second double play of the day will end. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And it's through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. So now it's Corey Seager. Runner on the move. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. Here's Josh Young. This one in the air, right field. Rooker makes the catch, and there's one gone. Next up for Texas, Jake Berger. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Seager stands at first with 1 out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Quantrill ahead, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound, but the RBI single pushes across a run. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. This to center field. And that'll get down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That one lifted to left. Langford in and to his right. Makes the catch for the out. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Ground ball, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Edmundo Sosa, the next to hit. And he chases a high fastball there.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got him swinging. One left for Toronto. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and stepping in is the speedy Ezekiel Duran. Ground ball up the middle, tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1-2.
Up the middle. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. 2 down, bases empty. Leody Taveras getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Rangers go down in order. Back at Globe Life Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the Toronto catcher. That one drilled left field. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Oh, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now here is Andres Jimenez. The 1-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Just got him on that one.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Willie Adames stands in. On the ground to third. And that is that. Make it 6. Bottom of the 6. And now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Luis Garcia. On the ground. Sosa. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. They get him, but it was pretty close.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who could blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way.
Stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Up next for the Rangers, Jake Berger. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And foul ball. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Rooker settles under it and makes the catch. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Santander having a huge season. Comes into the day leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Fly ball down the line. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Up the middle. Nice grab. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Santander on third with 2 out. Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit. Manager out of the... So, out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Josh Sborz.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Here goes the runner. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out. A run on 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Angel Bastardo.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Outside with a breaking ball. 1 out, base is empty. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Now here is Leody Taveras. And foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the... Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Robert Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Garcia pulls it down. 1 up, 1 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Alejandro Kirk. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. In 1, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second with a double. And they've got something brewing now.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swings and misses, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So up next for Toronto, Willy Adames. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch off, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Tying run at the plate. Popped up right side. Berger. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. No run. And we're back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now at the plate, Luis Garcia. Strike 2. And that's downstairs and outside. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Here comes Corey Seager. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. And Seager is set down. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Josh Young. Man at second. And there's a ball.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
On the ground to first, Guerrero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Late swing fouled off. One, two now. On the ground right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
This one in the air center field. Tavares settles under it. They got it for out number 2. So it's their last chance in this one. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. This could end it. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. And your final. Baseball from the Lone Star State. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, and starting in this one, Michael Lorenzen. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Willie Adames stands in. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Into the bullpen and gone. His 26th of the year. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here's the veteran DH, Anthony Santander. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Back in Arlington, and towing the slab, Taylor Rogers. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Ripped to third and picked on a hop. Gathers and throws. What a play. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Swinging a foul out of play. The 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Way inside. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. On the ground, a short, could be 2. Over to second for 1. And that's 2. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. his 17th of the year. And we're level. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
And now Adolis Garcia. Tied up here in the early going. On the ground, right side, Jimenez. And Garcia is out. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Lifted in the air, right field. Rooker. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even at one. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. This one lifted in the air, left field. Langford settles underneath it, makes the grab, one down. Next to hit, Dalton Rushing. One out, bases empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Back in Arlington as we go to the last of the third. Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Adames, the throw to first. One up, one down. Jonah Heim now at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. To third, Barger. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Now here is Tommy Edman. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. Nothing doing. Start of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Willie Adames. High fly ball, right field. Garcia makes the grab, one away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Center field. Langford sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. On to the bottom of the fourth. Tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Josh Smith. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball, right field. Rooker hauls it in, and there's one away. And here's Corey Seager to hit. And that one fouled off. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Josh Young. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now maybe extra bases. Young around third. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Garcia makes the catch, and there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. On the ground to short. Tosses across to first. 3rd out. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And this place is rocking. His 2nd home run of the series, and they jump out front. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Varsho puts it away for the out. Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Struck him out looking.
The kicker, number
2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He circles the bases. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
So a man at first. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Edman off of first with 2 away. In the air, right side of the infield. Reaching try, but can't bring it in. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Here's Corey Seager. Here's a swing and a little roller up along first. He takes it on his own. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Back at Globe Life Field. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Langford going back. And he brings it into the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it, right?
That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Rushing, coming home. Cut off, throw to third, and he's out. But they do get a run. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Adames hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 7 strikeouts. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Armstrong. He last pitched 2 days ago. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. That's outside. 2-1.
Well, these Rangers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
So, man aboard. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Garcia.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Into center. Edmonds sprinting for this one. Makes the grab after a long run. And there's one down. And now it's going to be Anthony Santander. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a chopper out to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. Got him. So up next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed. Blue Jays down a run. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
He's been swinging it really well lately. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, you know, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Eric Swanson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. That one ripped right center field. Varsho raging back towards the wall. Didn't quite have enough.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Varsho makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jacob Webb.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
He's safe at 3rd, and the tying run is 90 feet away. A swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's the Toronto catcher, Dalton Rushing. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so Now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
I think the key is
back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Paul Sewald.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up. Sosa. And there's one away. Now it's Corey Seager. Next one off the plate inside. Ball 2. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down. Next up for Texas, Josh Young. 1-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. To the right side, Guerrero takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rangers go down quickly there, but they're up 3-2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And next for Toronto, Willie Adames. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Finds his way through, base hit. And the tying run is on base. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Helsley with a move to first.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one down.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Helsley checks over to first, and he's back. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Digging in, Brent Rooker. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board.